Hey guys, it's Rex and today I'm showing you the permafrost mage build in Diablo 3. Starting off playing, I was like, and holy crap, there were elites. Now this is monster power 7 on Inferno, so these fuckers hurt like enormously much. However, with this build you just freeze them all the time and they will not be able to hurt you whatsoever. You cannot die, you do insane amount of damage, and yeah, isn't that awesome? So basically what this build is like consisting of is using critical mass, which lowers your cooldowns by 1 second every time you do a critical hit. Combine that with insanely high attack speed, which summon the whirlwinds, which do a lot of hits, a lot of crits, reducing the cooldown on your Frost Nova, which will stun your enemies. Your crystal skin, which makes sure you don't die, and your like blast wave thingy that does crap tons of damage, makes for a really powerful build. So as I said, this is on monster power 7, so usually, well, I mean, these guys have a lot of health and they do a lot of damages, but like also those frozen things, they hit so hard, but it's just all like, it's nothing with this build. It's amazing. It's just really hard to die. Well, it's quite difficult when there's like 1 or 2 mobs. It's a bit twitchy with the amount of gear I have now, but yeah. Speaking of the gear I'm wearing now is not my gear. I got to loan it from some friend of mine. So yeah, here is like 5 and more enemies, then you crit so much and you do so much damage that everything just melts like crazy. So yeah, I landed the gear from a friend of mine because you need insane amounts of gear. You need really high attack speed to be able to summon enough whirlwinds. Then you need enough crit chance to reduce your cooldowns fast enough when you don't have a lot of enemies. You need arcane power on crit, and lots of it, otherwise you will run out of arcane power and you won't be able to spam all your spells. And you need life on hit to stay alive. If you get hit, either life on hit or life steal, or just plain life regen. So yeah, I really cannot get hit a lot because I have like 30k HP and these mobs hit so hard that you'll just vanish if you get hit a few times. I think in the next segment I get hit a few times, and yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. So yeah, what else is there to say? This is, well, it's insane. It's insanely fun to play and just see all the numbers pop up when you get like groups of 20 mobs and they just melt down instantly. And yeah, all the numbers on the screen is just really nice, and you get to spam a lot of your skills all the time, which means keyword mashing to the max, which is awesome. So yeah, the skills. So as I said, for talents, you use Astral Presence to get more arcane power, critical mass for the cooldown reduction on crit, and blur to just reduce melee damage, because you will take melee hits every once in a while, and without blur you'll just get one shot basically. Then for skills, you use the Frost Nova with the rune that gives you 15% crit if you hit 5 or more enemies, which is happening here, so you get insane amounts of crit. I think I have like 36%, so that would mean 51% with the buff, which is insane amount of crit. Then Crystal Skin, there's a few runes you can use. I'm currently using the double absorption amount, because otherwise I'm afraid I will die. But you can also use the one that retaliates, or the one that explodes when it expires. For the blast rune, I use the one that does 3 blasts shortly after one another, which just does the most damage. And then as 4th skill, I use the increased damage weapon thingy. However, you could choose to go for a little less damage, since, well, you'll kill them anyway, it just takes a bit longer, and go for teleport or something useful. Then Energy Twister, I use the one that makes the twisters at the set location, so they don't move. because, well, your enemies don't move, so why shoot your skills? And last but not least, the prismatic armor to give you more resist, because you really do need red damage reduction for if you get hit, otherwise you just die. And well, looking at it now, I can just safely stand in that plagued shit and don't die, so that's pretty good. So you can see my gear here. It's insane gear. The dude was like, well, your gear is not really that good here. I have my old set, and he just gave me all this stuff. It's insane, and he's gonna have it back when I get a little better gear. So yeah, that's my build. I hope you liked the video, and maybe I'll do some more Diablo videos in the future. Cheers, guys.